Damn. That is a booty. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, dang. I'm still gonna check. Hi everyone. How are you two people doing? Hey, you people on the monitor, I mean the screen. I was just reading an article. Oh yeah, from the Woman of King, great magazine. You have very awesome things such as you know, what we have to believe in, and there was an article about a terrorist thing that happened in some woman's body. Um, Today I'm here to talk to you. Well, beforehand, Happy New Year to everyone. It's just a thought that's in my head for a long time. I kind of wanted to talk about it before. It's how can I explain? You know how back then games, how they really made an impact to us. They shaped us. They formed us. And I'm talking back in the '90s and a little bit before that. You know, games today have amazing graphics. You know, compared to what we had before. I mean, growing up, I played games such as Jet Force Gemini, Perfect Dark, Castlevania, Rayman 2, Magic Kazooie, Yoshi Story, Pokemon and Pokemon Stadium. You know, we had other awesome like Final Fantasy 8, Resident Evil, Resident Evil, which is a great um, game. Anyways, games today don't have the same thing as back then. Back then, games had some sort of soul, a passion, something you can get caught by. You know, you wanted to beat the game and know what was going on. You felt the character. You were attached to the characters that existed back then. Not today. I don't really feel close to the characters. I just want to beat the game to look at the, get the bonus, get the girl in the bikini, save her, and today we have all these online accessories and stuff that really back then games did not need. And this is just a bother to me because it's showing how much we're forgetting what games are really about. It's not about the online, what you can do online or the graphics. To me, graphics, I would have cut it easily because games did not need graphics back then. Back then in the '90s and even before that, Super Nintendo, the greatest system of all time to me, did things that you don't need graphics for. You are as long as it was a great game with a great story, a great character you can get close to, and great villain and a plot, events, things to do. That was amazing. That's all I needed for a game, but not today. No, 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 no. Now we have to have all this stuff, you know, and that to me don't really matter. To me, won't make the game any better. If it's a boring game with online multiplayer, like Halo, the might as well just okay. Let me tell you this: Halo to me, one player is boring. Okay, Halo's boring to me, but it's the multiplayer that makes it fun. True. So it's a multiplayer. That's not a game to me that I can play like before. It has, I don't know. I just can't explain it. It's just me. Right? Don't kill me for that. But there's a game that really, really deserves a lot more respect by the company and by consumers of the game industry or gamers, and that is Rayman. You see, Rayman saved Ubisoft from bankruptcy back in the late '90s when they had crappy ass shit. And I honestly think we should all give a big hand of applause to Rayman for what it did, because without Rayman, we will not have anything that comes from Ubisoft. Look in your favorite, list of favorite games. What games come from Ubisoft? And I believe, I think I'm not right. Assassin's Creed comes from Ubisoft, right? We would not have no Assassin's Creed if it wasn't for Rayman. Okay, we wouldn't have no Splinter Cell, no um, Rainbow Six, which was really good back in the day. We wouldn't have anything relating to Ubisoft or any game. Yeah, without Rayman. Rayman did a spectacular job in Rayman and Rayman 2, which came out for a lot of systems, except for like the newer Wii and Xbox 360 and PS3. But there is a mention that they might remake it for the PS3 and the 360. Um, Let me give you another example of a good game. Legend of Dragoon. Okay, this game was a beautiful masterpiece, and I honestly cannot wait for its sequel. mean, Final Fantasy has been basically the master of RPG games. 7 came out, it's a masterpiece. To me, 8 is much better than 7. To me, it accomplished more, and I love Squall much more than Cloud. Cloud is an overrated sack of shit. I mean, Cloud is the Britney Spears of Final Fantasy. Sorry, I love Cloud, but he's being used, raped, and molested, just like Sega is using Sonic to get money. Another game that I remember back in the day that really caught my attention and I really got into was Perfect Dark, and the other game that the company worked for, Rare, was 007 GoldenEye. I'm pretty sure a lot of you remember. And then later on, games started to get kind of okay. I love the characters. I mean, I have a good example. We Final Fantasy X, and the king of horny, RPG fans, X2. Kingdom Hearts is a pretty original game that Disney does not do shit on. Kingdom Hearts really brought up a different side of Disney that I haven't seen, which is I guess a little bit more mature side to it. But really, the props go to Square Enix, so Disney just does the copyrights. They don't do shit. Um, who remember, God of War, Soul Calibur. I mean, all these games are coming out now. To me, do not have a soul or a passion. And I really wish that they can go back in the day where we had Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, and the original Castlevania, the original Final Fantasy, sort of Mana, Legend of the Mana, Breath of Fire, Contra, these Earthbound, Mother 1, Mother 2, and Mother 3. All these games had something that really brought us in. Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation, which is a masterpiece, you can't create that again. If they ever remake it, it's gonna lose its passion, the soul that for some reason you can't remake games anymore. You know, things just don't look at they're not gonna come out as good as before. Um, and to me that sucks because it's just showing that they're more focused on the graphical terms and trying to more on the look and the actual, you know, feel to push you in. Just like movies, you look at great movies such as The Godfather, Scarface, The West Side Story, Grease. Yes, even Grease. We'll probably mention some other few. Rebel Without a Cause. These movies had something that today's movies don't grasp. And even music videos, Michael Jackson was the king of that too, and he was able to get those amazing music videos. But as time goes, our music videos are just now copies of what it used to be before. And it's true, inspiration does make us do similar stuff to other games. We look at a game now and it's like, oh, it's just similar to this other game. I mean, and it's true, you're not gonna have nothing really original. But the effort put in the game to make it original, it's not as good as before. For example, what was that Mirror game with the Asian girl? It was a pretty original idea what they had, but do you hear about it? No, you don't hear about it. The only games you hear about now are the games that have been established since the beginning of games. Legend of Zelda, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy, Super Mario, Metroid, but you don't hear much from Metroid no more. Sonic, which you died, sorrow, had a cardiac arrest and died after they found out someone tried to butt rape him and found out it was one of his own fans. Um, what else? Even TV shows, the X Files, Star Wars. Well, that's not a movie. I'm trying to remember. The old TV shows, that really did something to us. Everything's dying out. Games are, and I really wish that we can grow to the characters that are, made. So just to bring that old school feeling. No game does that anymore. They don't bring no old school feeling. But there are some games out there that I recommend that I plan myself to getting, which will be what was the game? Not Hard Rain, but like Harder Rain or something like that. Hard Rain or Heavy Rain, which seemed being made for that idea. To feel something original. I really wish Zone of the Enders, another game I'm forgetting. Zone of the Enders, the Metal Gear Saga series. Kojima. Anything that Hideo Kojima puts his hands on becomes a masterpiece. We need more people like him. We need more people like Assassin's Creed. Halo, overrated. I'm sorry. It's a good game, but it's overrated, dude. It's like a French fry. Everyone does it. And Halo's just giving us a crisp. But anyways, I just wanted to give out that, and I wish everyone a Happy New Year. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Rate, and hit me up. Take care, guys. Have a great and safe night.